What we're doing is we're going to look over some stuff. You're looking at, well, I guess you could say two different sides, but we're not really going to look at. We will. But remember, our blood has a constitution. When that constitution is corrupt, what does the anatomy become? Seriously, it becomes at dis-ease. It's not at ease anymore. Because see, when the constitution of the blood becomes corrupt, through what? Through what? Anything foreign into the anatomy is going to corrupt the constitution. So it's going to automatically create it not to be at ease. And when we can get that through our thick head, then we can make major strides. Because Leviticus 17:11, God says, for the life of the flesh is in the blood. It's in the blood. Okay? And what's going to make our blood corrupt? What we consume. Okay? This right here is a vehicle. It's a vessel. It's a motor. It's everything. This is, and it produces all this. And if we just sit around and do nothing, then the blood becomes thicker. And when that happens, there's less circulation through the brain. And then what does that do? It creates dummies. So if you can see how laziness has been created through this, and then we consume these chemicals, foods, substances, and then in return it poisons everything, the whole constitution. And when you do that from day one, through billboards, ads, and all that, because it's mind control, it's not hard to see it. But even though it's been there your whole life, think about it. Ever since you've been a child, there it is. Look, there it is. Look, there it is. Think about how many times it got your mind. And here's where you are with it. Well, of course, that's advertising. Of course, advertisement, M-E-N-T, that means mind. Government. Govern means control. Ment is mind. Control the mind. Okay, but any one of these is from the corrupt constitution of the blood from day one. It doesn't matter. You can throw it all out the window. If there's a problem with this vehicle right here, it's just you go take your vehicle to where? To get what? Body part. It's got parts. Well, the whole inside of that vehicle comes from this. The whole design of it comes from you. You go get your body part fixed too. Do you understand what I'm saying? And see, the deal is if we don't know what makes up the constitution of the anatomy and the blood especially, and if we don't understand, what certain cell/mineral salts actually have a job in the anatomy for tissues, just a small example, tissues, muscle fibers, the nervous system, white and red corpuscles, distribute the distribution of oil through you, a salt to balance the fluids, a salt to regulate, your brain fluid is going to be your nervous system, mainly potassium phosphate, and then your digestive system is a combustion chamber. Okay, all that together. That's just small examples. But those are different salts, and then there's more. Okay, just like a constitution that you're going to live under and be very strict under is the same concept with the anatomy. You're going to have a constitution that you need to abide by and say this to people. You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught. But we don't do that with the constitution of our anatomy because through TV and ads and magazines, it's been there forever. It's ingrained in us to accept that what we do is normal. Even though everything that we consume is horrible. And what we have over here is you're a fluidic being. You know, we're 70% water, that this is. So what would that mean? That would mean that we need to learn how to really, 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 really stay on water. But nobody's ever taught that, ever. So, plus too, they don't teach you anything about like natural spring water. It's real. It's like the healthiest shit ever. It's got all the minerals in it. You gotta go pay $7 for a gallon at the store for that shit. And we're generations into, you know what? It's insane to sell water. Think about it. God loves you so much that we're gonna make you pay for water. It's crazy as shit. And it makes sense because of the world we live in, because it's, you know, Satan's world is, he's going to make you go against the constitution of your anatomy. So he's going to alleviate the water out of your entire existence, put it in towers and make you hate it, and give you all kinds of sodas and energy drinks, and then that shit's going to become concrete in your DNA to where you'll never go against it. Because, I mean, think about it. People go and buy 20, 12 packs. Same as alcohol. They got to get the damn cart that's electric, just so they can scoot in there and throw 10 fucking 12 packs in there and zip right back out there and creep back into the car. And that's who they want. See how it is? You see how a company is here, the news is here. You know, they're going to create this chemical that is really going to fucking destroy the constitution of the anatomy and everything. But on here, they're going to have nice advertisements. And then in here, eventually, you're going to get sick. And then in time, you're not even going to know that what you're doing through your environment is actually giving you all this. Every bit of that. That's the whole thing. For generations, they already knew, man. Trust me, I can get real with you and make you want to jump off a bridge. You know, but it's this generational conditioning, seeding, and listen, there's some heavy hitters beginning in a lot of this reset shit. I'm talking about some real fucking warlock, dark art, black magic shit, man. And we have generational curses on bloodlines. It don't matter what color you are. There has been a compliance and an obedience spirit fucking like drilled into the DNA of us to where you don't listen to nothing but this through TV and radio and everything. And this is all you have is what we get out here. That's it. You don't get to understand that your spinal cord, that and the thermometer comes from your spinal cord. That and that. Both of those inventions come from the spinal cord. You understand what I'm saying? And see, mercury, yeah, and spinal cord, mercury. And see, what you don't know is that the pineal gland and the pituitary is positive and negative. Yellow substance, white substance. When it comes out of the brain, the claustrum, the cerebrum, it goes in the pineal and pituitary, and then it comes out of there and crosses at the base of the skull. The medulla oblongata, and then goes down the spinal cord and crosses it to L2 again, I think. The positive and negative. So what does that mean when it's crossing? That means it's creating more what? Energy, power. That's the constitution that you're supposed to know. That is driven by, 12 salts. And when this constitution is corrupt, then what pops up? These. And careers and everything else. Because the body's not here anymore, it's right here. But here, this is real. Because see, the mercury in you is supposed to be created through a process, the way God created us, that you'll never understand. Gold and silver, right here. White, a yellow substance and a white substance. Okay, and through, knowing your anatomy, this is like mercury rising, just like the thermometer. Okay, and when this constitution is corrupted, then what happens? But see, through these, they've put man-made this in as a preservative. Now the man made this has eradicated the iron completely. And then the cell towers, cell towers, they go with that in the blood now. So the people against us are not real. It's even in our food. Even if you're against this, even if it's messed you up, it's still, we still eat. They preserve food with the same shit. They are awesome, dude. It is. Listen, they've crossed their T's and dotted their I's. I can tell you that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where we go. We are got. But the magic is know it. And you can take better precaution. But, the thing is to get to know the salts. And I'll show you right quick what I'm talking about. And then that way you can order you some and something's in there. But there's a lot of shit to it. You get that? There's a lot of shit to it. Because I have to be careful because this is electric. And I did a video on this. And, baseball strike. Right, we think, because we know. When you block that, then you cut a gallon of that in half. And then only a half a gallon of that running through all of that slows down that running through the brain. Cuts all this, you don't even know about it, so it cuts all that in half. And that's why we go, it's like, listen, y'all, we've been in it from birth. Anytime there's always something wrong with the constitution of the blood, it's going to be corrupt. Hell yeah, I love you.